good, Swaggy Nation? Also hashtag Cowboys Nation. We are here today on Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. Meant to get a video up yesterday after the dub that was the Dallas Cowboys, embarrassing the New York Football Giants. I said that I would be doing post games or pre games before. Well, for the Dallas Cowboys, the games, whichever game it was for that week. But NBA 2K20 just came out on Friday, so that's all I've been doing. Been staying up really late playing that, but that's all right. We're still keeping up with it and on agenda to get some news here. For the game, I was really impressed with what I saw. The offense, I had a feeling that we would throw some new wrinkles, and having Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator compared to Scott Linehan, it gave me a lot of hope, because Scott Linehan was a very old school offensive coordinator. Obviously, he was successful at what he did, but the way that the offense is running now, it was a good thing to change some stuff up, because we have a lot of young players who are ready to play and can get out and run and create space. With Scott Linehan, we were still running the same offense that we were running back in the 90s. You know, single running back, undershot or under center, two tight ends, maybe one receiver on the left or the right, and then run it up the middle and play action passes out of that same formation, and it works, I guess. But with the way that we have drafted and the way that we have created and put together our offense, that's just not the way that we should be running this offense. Because now this offense is Dak Prescott's offense. Before, it was Tony Romo's offense, but Dak Prescott got thrown into the ocean. You know, 4th round draft pick, wasn't even supposed to start probably for a couple years, maybe 2-3 years, but he got thrown in there, and then he was told to produce straight out, and he did his rookie year and played well the last couple years. Last year he played pretty good. He had to go through some games without Zeke, which is really tough, because obviously Zeke is a huge part of our offense, but we still kind of made it work. But this year we got flashes of some pretty great things that we haven't seen maybe ever. I mean, for as long as I've been alive, I've never seen an offense this explosive, other than when I play Madden and put together a team and run the offense the way I want to run it. You know, scoring 35 points and having 2 receivers in 100 yards in one game. So the way that the offense is running, I have a lot of high hope. I don't want to be one of those fans that's, you know, after one game is, you know, oh, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I don't want to be one of those fans, but I will be the fan that is very, very delighted, very happy on what I saw on Sunday. And the thing with Dak is, people have got to stop sleeping on him. He is way too good of a quarterback for people to be disrespecting him, saying that he can't throw, saying that he doesn't make good decisions, saying that he can't throw the deep ball when he multiple times, except for that one to Jarwin that was a wobbler. I think that was just I got to get the ball out really quick. But he hit Randall over the middle. He hit Gallup down the sideline, and he hit Amari Cooper in the end zone with the ball dropping right here. Only he can get it. So people can pick and choose and nitpick and point, oh, Dak can't do this and Dak can't do that, and they don't look at what he can do. And it's the same thing with every other quarterback. Every other quarterback has struggles, and every other quarterback has flaws, and they do bad things during the games, but they don't want to sit there and point those out. All they want to do is point out the good things that they did, like Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees or Peyton Manning when he played. These quarterbacks were great, and people only want to, pick and choose what they want to shed light to and say, well, he is amazing and he did this and he did that. Okay, what did he do bad? It's the same thing with Dak. The stat line here for this game: he was 25 of 32, 405 yards, 4 touchdowns. Michael Gallup had 7 receptions, 158 yards with no touchdowns. I would have rewarded him, but that's just me. Amari Cooper, 6 catches, 106 yards, 1 touchdown on 9 targets. Michael Gallup had 7 targets, caught every single ball. Randall Cobb, 4 catches, 69 yards, 1 touchdown on 5 targets. Blake Jarwin, 3 receptions on 3 targets, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Witt had that 1 short yard touchdown, 15 yards. And then the other ones don't matter. So I don't really understand where the criticism for Dak comes. I guess it's just because he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, and it's everybody else's job to hate and find bad things to say, because we've had a previous experiences with Romo choking or not playing well or what have you. Dak has had some questionable games and some bad games, but what quarterback doesn't? It's his 4th year in the NFL. I don't understand. I'll never understand why, even for a young quarterback nowadays, as soon as they come into the league, they're drafted, and whether it be they're drafted to start immediately or they're drafted to possibly start within the next couple years, and when they do start and they're not great and amazing and this superstar quarterback off the jump, then it's like the teams are so, not just teams, but the fans and people like that watch are so quick to turn on that player. But it's like the NFL is so much different than college. College, I mean, of course, it's still football, but it's so much different than the NFL. And people just put so much pressure on these players to come out and just be this amazing person and this amazing player as soon as they come into the league, and it's not fair. It's really not fair. It's the same with Dak. It's his 4th year. He's one of the winningest quarterbacks since he's been drafted, and he's proven time and time again that he can win. He's won the division every single year that he's been in the league. So I don't know. He's been in the playoffs 3 times. He's lost twice to Aaron Rodgers, but you can't really blame him for that. That's Aaron Rodgers. And then, so it's like Tom Brady wasn't great when he started, and then Peyton Manning wasn't great when he started. Troy Aikman wasn't great when he started. So it's like, why do we immediately say, oh, well, that quarterback's trash. He can do this or he can do that. He wins games. That's what matters in the NFL, is winning games, especially as a quarterback. So you can sit here and say, well, it's always something. It's always an excuse from somebody who's not a supporter of the Cowboys. It's always, say we win and we have like a game like today, like, oh, well, that's what he's supposed to do. He's got all these weapons. He's supposed to do that. But if he loses and he passes for like maybe 250 yards or something, and he only has like 1 touchdown or 2 touchdowns, we're like, well, that's why they lose, because he can't throw. It's like there's never, you can't please people. Like, you have to. It's always something, and that bothers me so much. It's so hard to be a Cowboys fan because it's always something with everybody. It can't be congratulations on the win. You guys played really well. Dak Prescott played really well. It's always, oh, he should have done that. Just give them props. Just give them props and go on to the next week. It's that simple. It's so frustrating being a Cowboys fan. It's annoying, and I am a huge fan of Dak Prescott, and I think he's an amazing quarterback. I think he's got flashes of greatness. I don't think he's going to be, top 15 or whatever, top 10, whatever you want to say. But I firmly believe that he will have a very, very successful career, and it's just, he's shown signs that he's got that in him. He's got that greatness in him, and he knows how to win, and he's a great leader. Players love him. I mean, he's young. There's a young core around him. Great play calling. Head coaching, I'm iffy on that. I know Jason Garrett is like, he preaches the things that you need to win, but obviously from the outside looking in, it's hard to tell if what he's saying is a formula for success, because I watch a lot of interviews and stuff, and post games and this and that and the other, and he seems to say the things that matter, but sometimes it just seems like he doesn't. I don't know. It's hard to tell for me if he actually is a good coach or not. I mean, I guess the record could tell you one thing or the other, but I mean, you could put asterisks beside that. He's definitely on the hot seat this year. I firmly believe that, because you can't have as much talent as we've had over the past couple years and not win with it. And I don't think I'm not saying we'll win the Super Bowl or hell even go to the Super Bowl, but if there was ever a year that it was possible, I do believe that it's this year. Our defense was a little suspect last game, but maybe that's just knocking the rust off, getting real reps, and it is the Giants. I mean, it's not like it was the Miami Dolphins, which we do play, so it's still Eli Manning. Like, he knows our defense, so you can't really nitpick on that. But maybe getting some real reps, and then next week when we play the Redskins, we'll play a little bit better, or if not, we'll just, play the Miami Dolphins and hopefully, get our stuff together then, because we've got a rough stretch. Let's see, let's look really quick at this. We've got a pretty rough schedule, I believe. If I can find this. I know we play the Patriots coming up. We play the Saints. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough little stretch. But I think the way that we are playing, I think we can pull off some. After the Dolphins game, we play at New Orleans, which against Houston, before they made that comeback, I don't know. I don't think we'll win that game. We play Green Bay at home. That's always iffy. I think being at home might give us an advantage. Then at the Jets, we should win that one pretty easily. Then home at the Eagles. Those are always tough. Those are always tough games. I think we'll split with the Eagles, and then we play at New York. We'll probably win that one. Then we play the Vikings at home. I say we'll take that one. At Detroit, I have a feeling we'll lose that one. And then at New England, I don't want to count us out completely, but I'm not. We'll probably lose that one as well. I think we'll play really well, but I think we'll lose that one. Then Buffalo at home, that should be an easy one. At Chicago, that's a night game too. I think we'll win that one. That'll be a dogfight though. Then the Rams at home, I think we'll win that one. At Philly, we'll probably lose that one. And then Washington at home is what we finish out at. We'll win that one. So we have about five difficult games coming up. But I mean, depending on how we play next week will really depend on how great we can, or the greatness that we can see within this team. This video went on a little bit longer than I wanted to, so I'm gonna leave it at that. It's been probably 4 or 5 days since I've uploaded, and I knew I said I would upload 2 every day, but that's 2K20's fault. I've been playing that like crazy. But anyway, I will probably be making more of these Dallas Cowboy breakdowns just because the season started, and that's what I said I was going to do. So with that being said, until the next one, we'll catch you.